Hello, my name is Lance Johns. Lance Johns driving Loving More Baby. But to most of everybody, I'm known as Tommy Gill. Um, I wanted this video because Lyft last week alleged that I did unsafe driving. I know it was like 4 dates on there, like in 2022, 2023, then 2 dates in like 2024. There was no dates in 2024. It was no dates before that, but they had like 4 dates, and this is alleged. Alleged mean it could be true, it could be false, but it's alleged. They claim that I was Facetiming somebody. I don't even know how to do FaceTime. I don't even have an iPhone. I know people can send you like a link to FaceTime somebody, but I never FaceTime anybody. I don't know how to FaceTime, but I was accused of FaceTime somebody. Like I was trying to tell them, I don't even know how to FaceTime. But a lot of times when you talk to people in Lyft or Uber, it be either a person from like the Philippines, maybe it could be AI, it could be somebody from India. It's not people in the United States, because like our other companies, they try to save money, so they have people in third world countries trying to save money. They have people like that who don't understand English. They may speak English, but they don't like understand like the English language like how they should. Basically bullshit. I know I had a black woman named Shane. I picked up from Walmart. I believe it was her ride, because I know like when I'm driving, my phone rings, it be spam callers mainly. And I don't have control over spam calls. I know like in between rides, I listen, to stuff, in between rides and everything, and I don't know what the person assumed I was doing, but I wasn't FaceTiming nobody. Like I say, I don't have an iPhone, I have a Samsung. I never had an iPhone. I don't know how to FaceTime. I never FaceTime anybody on Samsung. That's something that I don't even know how to do. But yet, I'm accused of FaceTiming somebody. And instead of giving me a chance, to defend myself, I just get deactivated after 9 years. I'm deactivated, and I just had my anniversary. The end of May. I just had my anniversary. But yet, Lyft is not as good as Uber. I mean, Lyft was supposed to be the good guy, and Uber was supposed to be the bad guy. But I know I did maybe almost 3 times as many trips as Lyft. Yeah, I did 3 times as many rides with Lyft than I did with Uber. And my rating with Lyft is higher than Uber. And I did, Lyft longer than Uber, maybe by a month, because the Lyft background came back before Uber did, because I know I tried to do Uber in Arizona, but before I moved to Las Vegas, but I guess because I had that truck instead of having the Kia Altima, they wouldn't let me do it, and I didn't understand, because I didn't understand that you had to have a 4-door vehicle I mean, my truck I had, it was like a extended cab, and the doors did open, but it wasn't like a 4-door vehicle, I guess. So that's why I couldn't do it. Um, but apparently, they decided to let me go permanently. It's fine. But like Dustin is driving said, and other Uber tubers and Lyft tubers, whatever, rideshare tubers, don't, these gigs are only temporarily, they're not permanent, if you're able to get like a real job, get a real job. I mean, I do have a job, so it's not, I'm not hurting, but I'm just disappointed, that this had to happen because of a lie. I do know the Uber app, I can record all my rides. So if anything happens, it's being recorded. And if I have an incident with Uber, I can send the ride, send the recording to Uber. If I have any incidents, So I wish that's something that Lyft could have did. Lyft could have recorded the rides, because if Lyft ever gets sued by the drivers, I'm gonna be involved in that class action lawsuit, because this right here, I don't deserve. I don't deserve this, but it's fine. I mean, I was basically doing Uber and Lyft at the same time anyway. So I just do all my time with Uber, and then I signed up for like a new gig today called Roadie. So I'm gonna see how that goes, and I have like another gig already. I need to start doing that gig, doing it sometime anyway. I can't even think of the name of the gig, but it's basically a gig that I deliver prescriptions and everything. I can't even think of the name. My mind is so blank at the moment, but I can't even think of the name of the gig. I'm tripping. Cannot even think of the name of the gig. Cannot think of the name of the gig. But yeah, I can't think of the name of the gig. I just got I'm gonna have to pull over to find the name of the gig. I cannot think of the name of the gig that I'm currently signed up with. That I signed up with this year, because I really don't like doing this, because this shows it shows my information, and I really hate doing that. Oh, Dragonfly. That's the name of it. Yeah, Dragonfly. I currently do Dragonfly. It's like delivering prescriptions. I know in the Super Bowl, I made an extra $100 doing Super Bowl, and then I had like a route after that, so I basically made double on Super Bowl. So Lyft, Lyft is not number one. Uber is number one. Even though Uber can do me the same way that Lyft can do me, I'm really tired of doing these gigs anyway, to be honest with you. But I know that doing these gigs, at tax time is good, because you can write off like all your car, maintenance and everything. You write all that off, because I do like a lot of, I spend a lot of time in my car and stuff, pick people up and taking them stuff, doing deliveries through Uber, and then the deliveries through Dragonfly. And now I'm gonna try to do Roadie too. So Rody is basically gonna be the same as Dragonfly, but they say that that we can do like I guess do like luggage, pick up people's luggage too. I guess we can do that too. Cause I seen videos where they I picked up where people pick up luggage that they take to people's house. I guess if they leave at the airport or something. So yeah, I know Sky Harbor people leave that stuff all the time. I mean, I'm not in Phoenix. Harry Reid Airport, formerly McCarran. People people leave their luggage and everything, and it's showing people to deliver luggage to people's house. So I would love to do that. Even if I had to go to St. George to take somebody that luggage, I'd do that because I had an Uber trip where I took somebody to St. George. So that's fine, you know. But I don't know how big St. George is. I'm surprised St. George don't have an international airport, but St. George is probably not as big as it seems, you know. But I remember that St. George trip. The people didn't even tip me. I didn't get a tip from them at all. That kind of made me mad. But I did make enough money that night to where I didn't have to drive for the rest of that night. But yeah, but Lyft can kiss my ass. They can fuck themselves. You know. Hopefully, Uber will buy Lyft out, and if that happens, then they'll be the same. They'll be the same. Hopefully, Lyft does get bought out by somebody. Yeah, I'm at Smith now because I have to get gas. I'm trying to avoid these homeless people. These people that's sitting around here trying to beg for money and stuff. And if y'all know, Smith's is Kroger. Just like in Arizona, Kroger is Fry's. In Nevada, Smith's is Kroger. It's the same thing they have in Kroger, but instead of you seeing Kroger stuff, you see Smith stuff. But I know at Fry's, a lot of the stuff is branded as Fry's stuff. Here, they have more Kroger stuff at Smith's than Fry's. Fry's, a lot of Fry's stuff was branded as Fry's. Here, a lot of Smith stuff is branded as Kroger stuff, even though that it's all Kroger and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go, but Lyft is not gonna bring me down. I don't know what they think that they're doing. I mean, it's more money for everybody else that they took a driver out, a 9-year veteran out. That's fine, because I have 9 years with Uber and more rides with Uber anyway. Because apparently, Uber, makes more money. But but I know Rody is a UPS company, so hopefully, hopefully, I make it with Rody, but this is only temporarily anyway. Cause I need to focus on getting my teacher certification anyway. I mean, that's why I left the jail and everything, because I wanted to, do something else, do a more professional field, because, I mean, dealing with students is not as bad, you just, it was the same thing, when I was a manager, I had to deal with badass teenagers, but Lyft, you can kiss my ass and go to hell. You can go jump in a lake of fire for all I care. If there's a lawsuit, I'm gonna join it, and I'm gonna be involved in that lawsuit. But anyway, y'all can kiss my ass. You can fuck yourself. Y'all always listen to the passenger. Like the passenger, that bitch just wanted a free ride. That's all she wants. She wanted a free ride, and y'all dumb enough to give her a free ride. And I basically lost my rideshare gig because I was accused of Facetiming somebody, and I don't even have an iPhone, so that don't even make sense, But hopefully, there's a class action lawsuit, and I'm gonna join it, and we'll bring Lyft down. But anyway, thank you for listening. Have a good day. Let y'all drive a lot more, baby. Like, share, subscribe, better notifications, comment below. See something, say something, phrase, speak out. Wash touch your hands. Be social distancing where needed. Cover me up, cover sneeze. I can't remember what. You see something, say something, phrase, speak out. But thank you for listening and have a good day. But Lyft will not bring me down. They can go to hell for all I care. Thank you. Have a good day.